Hello, my name is James Ryan, and I am here to continue making a game. And I do believe that creating game objects and then having a collision detection system of some sort would be greatly beneficial because, um, let me think about why. Well, yeah, because it's just gonna work better. It's gonna do a lot better. Checking how close the ball is to a particular point could result in the ball thinking it's touched a point. If it's like touched a wall opposite the point or something silly like that. Um, in addition, it's really hard to figure out how to code. All the how close is the ball to the point. Whereas the collision detection is not very error prone. Things are moving at high speeds, and plus it's done all the code for you. And I assume that's quite complex code, but it's all handled nicely and neatly within the system. So yeah. So the first thing I'm going to want to set up is some type of prefab that I'm going to instantiate using actually the player script. So it's prefab. Okay, how big are the balls? How big is a bouncy ball? There we go. So we're just going to zoom in on this bouncy ball. Good. Let's delete that. Let's put it maybe here. Here we go. Now we're going to make a new prefab of some sort. We're going to make a new game object. Create other. We'll make a cylinder. Sure. We're going to just place a 0, 0, 0, 0. Move it over here. Move it over closer to here. Move it up. And now all of a sudden it's a lot smaller for whatever reason. If we just move it up a bit more, there we go. Now what we're going to want to do is scale it down, 0.1 or something. Okay, yeah, hang on. That's not what I want. Hang on, 1, 1. Let's make this 0.2 or something. That's a good size. How does that compare to the ball? I reckon that's a pretty good size compared to the ball. So there we go. That'll be good. If we can just I just realized that you can drag it across specific planes. I didn't realize that's how it worked. Oh, that's cool. So if I drag it this way, it'll drag across that plane. If I drag it this way, it'll drag across. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Because before I was figuring out how does it work? Does it just like drag across this plane, or does it keep it backed up across the furthest wall? But yeah. So last thing I want to do, 0 is 0 the y-axis. Put it up. Let's just put it up by 2 or 1. See how this looks from this angle. That's good. Okay. So if I just turn this into a prefab, is there anything special I'm going to do? Maybe I'll have to tag it. I want you to tag it as I'll add a tag. We'll call it waypoint. Waypoint. There we go. Bam. Make this a waypoint. And for the moment, that will be our new prefab. So we'll just drag it into here, and that should become a prefab. And I can delete this, and then I can just drag this prefab anywhere I want. And we'll rename the prefab. So it's called a waypoint. Bam. And now we need to figure out how to code this thing. So first of all, I guess we want to instantiate a prefab of some sort. Okay, so how does this... Okay, this is how shooting a ball works. I want to move the jumping movement over to here, because the jumping movement uses... Okay, wait, what? Okay, no, not jumping movement. The starting jump movement. Yeah, okay. The beginning new jump. There we go. Because the beginning new jump uses some ray casts and stuff, and this is important to do with all of this. This shooting new ball thing also does like something with the camera main dot transform direction vector 3 forward thing, etc., etc. So basically, get mouse button down 0 and then not and not paused. Okay, so let's figure this out. Are we going to need a raycast? Probably yes. So this is a good. We'll take this raycast variable code because we are going to have a raycast. We are going to make a raycast. Yep. If physics.raycast. Let's just copy all of this. Copy, paste, bam. So we're doing a raycast now from the center point. Except, and it's saying, okay, here's what we might want to check. Okay, we do want a ray, we do want to store the info in hit, and we do want to do it for an infinitely long amount, within reason, I guess. I don't know if it's actually infinite, probably not. Not sure how they coded the infinity code. If hit.collider.gameObject does not equal last ground. Okay, we want to get rid of that. We don't want to check if it's last ground or not. Okay, what are we trying to check? I guess we're not really trying to check anything. Actually, yeah, we do want to check if it's not a ball. We don't want it to work with balls. Just saying. Okay, so we don't want it to do any. We don't want it to do it on a ball. I don't want anything to do with this ray.direction. So what I'm going to do now is going to take a look at the ray class or the hit class. So yeah, what was that? Ray.direction and state.jump ray.direction. Okay, so I want to know if it's in the ray or hit classes. So yeah, be right back. Alright, so something has just occurred to me. Have I changed anything within the player script? Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, there is actually a problem. Just a second. There is already a local variable. Okay, because there could be a variable there. Okay. I think we're just going to get away with this by making it ray2 and hit2 for the moment. Hit2. Ray2, hit2. That should be fine for now. Maybe I'll optimize that a little differently later. But for the moment, we just want to figure out how this is going to work. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that my ray casting is not working as I think it is. First of all, let's get rid of this fan. And this wall. Because I have a suspicion that even though it appears to be working fine, I think the ray casting is not working. Because I think if I try and jump out this wall... Okay, no, I'm not able to jump out this wall. But I will bounce out the wall. So we might need to re-implement something else. Okay, so the ray casting is actually working properly. I was worried that maybe the ray casting was detecting the character's head and then always returning true, but it's not, so that shouldn't be a problem. So I'll see you next episode.